Welcome viewers, we are glad to gather once again for this session. Today we are going to learn about computing parity and gravidity. Normally when we have our clients in the ANC clinic, the very first thing we do is that we have to take the history. So any client, especially those who come for the first visit, who come to our clinics, all right, when they are pregnant, we have to take their history. And part of the history that we take is what will help us to compute the parity and gravidity. With me here is the ANC booklet, and in the very first page, initial page where we normally indicate the personal information for the client, is a section where we also indicate the parity and gravidity. That information is important for us to be able to manage this mother appropriately. So once the mother comes and we are checking the history, it's good that we ask questions that pertain to the pregnancies. How many pregnancies has she had before, for example, and the number of deliveries she has also had before, and if there has been any miscarriages that she has had before. So these three questions are very important as we prepare to compute the parity and the gravidity for this pregnant mother. So therefore, let's remind ourselves what gravidity is and parity is. So what is gravidity? This refers to the number of pregnancies a woman has ever had, regardless of the outcome. Gravidity is the number of pregnancies a woman has ever had, regardless of the outcome. And what about parity? Parity refers to the number of deliveries a woman has ever had past the age of viability, that is 28 weeks, and this also is regardless of the outcome. So we could be having a woman who lost a pregnancy at 30 weeks, that is also counted as parity. Miscarriage is straightforward. We understand what miscarriage is, and loss of pregnancy, that is anytime before the 20th week. So now we are going to give a scenario or two so that you can be able to compute this. It's important for us to remember that, because when we meet our women in the ANC clinic and even in the labor ward, all right, we will be able to compute that in case that is the first time that client is being seen. So we can give a scenario, and I'll give a scenario like a pregnant woman comes, and the pregnancy, of course, so she's pregnant. A pregnant woman visits your clinic, and she reports during the history checking, she reports that she has had 2 miscarriages before. Okay, miscarriages before, and then she tells you that back at home she has 3 children. So back at home she has 3 children. So the question is, compute the parity and gravidity of this woman. So let's count the number of pregnancies. We say that gravidity is the total number of pregnancies this woman has ever had, regardless of outcome. So we have, she is pregnant currently, so gravidity, we have 1. Then she has had 2 miscarriages before. So for you to have a miscarriage, definitely you had a pregnancy. So those are 2 pregnancies. Okay, those are 2 other pregnancies. Then she reports further that she has 3 children back at home. So another 3. This is another 3 pregnancies. 1, 2, 3. So the total number of gravidity is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the total number of gravidity is what? Is 6. I hope we are together. So let's move on. Let's try to compute the parity. All right, parity is the number of deliveries as we had defined before. So let's see, she has 3 children back at home. So these are 3. Okay, these are 3 already. 3 children back at home. Then she had 2 miscarriages. So definitely that doesn't qualify to be a para or a parity. Then she's pregnant. That also doesn't qualify to be a parity. So we have 3 children. So our parity is 3. Now let's write that equation so that we can be able to finish the computation. So this woman is para 3. How many miscarriages? 2. Plus 2. Gravida 6. Okay. She's para 3 plus 2, gravida 6. So I'm going to give a second scenario. The woman comes to the clinic and she's pregnant, of course. In her report, she states that she lost 1 pregnancy. She lost 1 pregnancy previously. So she had a miscarriage. Okay, are we together? Then she further reports that she has 2 children back at home. 2 children back at home, and that she lost 1 pregnancy at 34 weeks gestation. So let's compute her parity and gravidity. So let's count the gravidity. We have the gravidity, there is 1 pregnancy, 1, 2 children, 3, 4, and then 5. So gravidity is 5. Then let's compute the parity. Let's compute the parity. So we have 1 child that was born dead at delivery at 34 weeks gestation, and then so this is 1 plus 2 children back at home. So 1, 2, 3. Are we together? 1, 2, 3. Then she lost 1 pregnancy. She had a miscarriage. So that is what we'll compute in the plus section. So then how do we put our parity and gravidity? Let's compute that all together. So this woman is para 3 plus how many miscarriages? 1. Gravida 5. I hope we can practice this back in our workplaces and back in our various schools. And feel free to always refer to the Miles textbook of midwifery so that you can be able to understand further and better. Thank you.